Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset.
Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The Bills at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
But you look at this defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Throwing is Allen on third. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
Here's Hill on the return. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Right back to A-Chain on second down.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This now a 3rd and 4. A-Chain here. They stay on the ground.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To throw, it's Allen.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
56, 56. Out. Monday. We'll go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Eli Apple. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the turnover, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 13 yards down to the 13.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
21G. Hey, 21T.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Condors have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Alert, alert, alert.
Now Allen throwing on second down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
He's still on his feet.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now Hill to return it.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Down and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's the veteran. That's Jeff Wilson.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This is caught. Touchdown! Braxton Berrios, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Sanders on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Allen now looks to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jerome Baker. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Now they'll change things up.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Watch out for Hill on the return. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready.
Wilson with a 1st down carry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They're going deep for Hill. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Here's Allen to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And running with power here. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Right.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
One more time with A-Chain.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Devon A-Chain, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors continue to pull away here in this first half.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Allen's throw is complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Allen going to throw.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's another Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Allen going to change this at the line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bills get a bit closer. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They
to a hit, and the ball stays out. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Hill shedding the tackle.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
The offense on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Gabriel Davis.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Tua. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Hines now on the return.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox,
31 yards. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Allen will try to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Tua going to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now they're in the hurry-up. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I like the call. They looked like the right time to dial up the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. Gets this to his running back, Jeff Wilson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Goin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
On second down, a run by H.A.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and then slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Tua.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 48 yards.
And the Condors add 6 to their lead.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Condors 37, Bills 18.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Here we go. Look out.
Throwing on first down is Allen.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you...
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Right back to A-Chain on second down.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Turbo one hard. Turbo one hard. Hey,
now Tua signaling to change things up.
Let's go. Solo left Zion.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 19-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. First down, and they go back to Harris. Shoves him aside, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Gabriel Davis.
His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Bills get a bit closer.
He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Hey, turbo one, 21G. Ready.
On first down, Tagovailoa got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
32 stand.
A-Chain on first and 10. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
20 TX.
From midfield, here's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin them back here at the 7-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Allen now on first down. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They'll let their wide receiver take this one. It's Diggs.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And now they'll throw with Allen. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now?
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 20. Touchdown! Devon Achane, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Condors look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Sanders on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Condors 44, Bills 32.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receiver.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
5 wide.
Operating from the gun, Allen going deep for Diggs. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Bills first down. And they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On play action, Allen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Allen going to audible to a different look.
Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's Hill, complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75.
And the Condors use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Condors 51, Bills 39. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Allen. And he's got his target, Harris. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9. Now a toss right side, A-Chain.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there.
This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Raekwon Davis
in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Here's Allen.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. This is 4th down. To throw is Allen.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
They'll pitch it out to A-Chain.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Wilson.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Allen. Pass complete to Harris.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's first and 10. Throwing, Allen.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one.